The Azov Regiment, also known as Azov Battalion or Azov Volunteer Battalion, is a paramilitary unit based in Ukraine. Formed in 2014 during the Ukrainian crisis, the Azov Regiment gained attention for its involvement in the conflict in eastern Ukraine, particularly in the Donbass region. The group initially emerged as a volunteer unit, but later became part of the National Guard of Ukraine. The Azov Regiment consists primarily of Ukrainian volunteers, with a significant number of its members belonging to far-right and nationalist ideologies. It was initially formed as a response to the Russian annexation of Crimea and the subsequent conflict in eastern Ukraine. The regiment played a significant role in defending Ukrainian territories from separatist forces and pro-Russian militants. The formation of the Azov Regiment was influenced by the social and political climate in Ukraine at the time, with a rise in nationalist sentiments and a desire to protect Ukrainian sovereignty. However, the group has also faced criticism for alleged ties to far-right organizations and accusations of extremism. The use of far-right symbols, including the Wolfsangel symbol associated with Nazi Germany, has raised concerns and controversy surrounding the unit. The Azov Regiment has undergone transformations and institutional changes since its inception. Initially operating as a volunteer unit under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, it later became part of the National Guard of Ukraine in 2014. This transition aimed to provide a level of formalization and accountability to the regiment's activities. Despite its controversial reputation, the Azov Regiment has been involved in various military operations, including fighting against separatist forces in eastern Ukraine. The group has been active in regions such as Mariupol, Donetsk, and Luhansk. It has also participated in training programs with international partners, including the United States and other NATO countries. The presence and activities of the Azov Regiment have sparked debates about the role of paramilitary groups in conflicts and their impact on political stability. The use of nationalist and far-right ideologies by some members of the regiment has raised concerns about extremism and potential human rights violations. Critics argue that such groups undermine efforts to foster a unified and inclusive Ukraine. In conclusion, the Azov Regiment is a paramilitary unit that emerged during the Ukrainian crisis. While it initially operated as a volunteer battalion, it later became part of the National Guard of Ukraine. The regiment has been involved in military operations in eastern Ukraine, attracting attention for its far-right and nationalist affiliations. The Azov Regiment's presence and activities have generated debates surrounding its role, with concerns about extremism and potential human rights violations.